We, the officers of the Police Service of the City of Montreal, are trained and experienced in dealing with domestic violence. We are here to protect you and to support you, and to help you access the many resources available to help everyone affected by domestic violence. Every neighborhood police station has at least one police officer specializing in domestic violence, but all police officers are trained to welcome you in a professional manner, and all police officers care about your safety. Domestic violence is against the law in Canada. Domestic violence includes things like intimidation, threatening, assault, aggression, forcible confinement, forced marriage, and genital mutilation. And regardless of your marital status, your sex, your age, your sexual orientation, your culture, your religion, or your status in Canada, no one is allowed to hurt you this way. You can get help by calling 911, by going to a police station, or by seeking refuge in a shelter. If you don't yet speak English or French, interpreters are available to help you, so you can report the facts in your own language. Or if you prefer, you may write down what happened on your own. Either way, a police officer will write out his or her own detailed report and give you an incident number. Keep this number safe. It will help keep you in touch with the investigator working on your case. The Montreal Police Service works closely with many external partners to counter the adverse effects of domestic violence. Our common goal is to provide support, help, and resources. A police officer can go with you if you are afraid to go alone to get your personal belongings. And if the police have evidence that this trip might put you in danger, if there is evidence of criminal activity, or if your family is in danger, the police will act quickly to arrest the suspect. If the police cannot find the suspect right away, an officer can go with you to a shelter where you can ask to speak with a social worker. By reporting a domestic abuse situation, you open the door to access to many resources that are there to help you and keep you safe. The second step in reporting domestic violence is to speak with an investigator. An investigator will listen to your story, evaluate your needs, and make sure you have all the necessary information. If the suspect has not been arrested at the time of your first contact with police, a search will begin to find the suspect. Depending on the circumstance, police may ask the suspect to come in person to see an investigator, or police may arrest the suspect themselves. Even if someone is arrested, police are required to respect their constitutional rights. The suspect has the right to talk to a lawyer and may be eligible for free legal aid, which is offered in many languages. Investigators will look at the risks to your safety and the safety of your relatives and decide whether or not the person who has been arrested can be released under conditions. The most common conditions are not allowing them to speak to you or communicate with you in any way and requiring them to stay away from you, your home, where you work, or where you go to school. Or the suspect may have to go before a judge or may be referred to other programs that have been set up to deal with violent family members. The investigator will let you know, usually by telephone, if a suspect is to be released or is to appear before a judge, no matter what time of day. So it is important that your investigator knows how to reach you at all times. Your investigator is the link joining you and the legal process. We have experience with cases like yours. We'll listen to your story and help you with good advice. The CAVAC is a team of professionals that can give you support, help, and resources. We can meet with you wherever you are, even at home, at the request of the police officer. We will look at what you might need, listen to your story, and talk with you about what you might do next. We'll reassure you and support you, whatever you decide. Our team will offer you tools to help you take back control of your life and to reduce as much as possible the social, financial, psychological, and physical consequences of domestic violence in your life. Our team will also help you sort through complex legal information and help you understand the judicial process. We can answer just about any question you may have, so be sure to ask us about anything that has you worried. Our team can help you, for example, fill out a form to ask for victim compensation, write out a statement of what happened to you, or even help you break a lease. And if you need a safe place to stay or special services for yourself or your family, our team will refer you to the appropriate community resources. The Crown Prosecutor represents the pursuant in criminal affairs such as domestic violence. The Crown Prosecutor is independent. We are not lawyers for the victim, nor for the police, but the Crown does consider the victim's interests. We analyze the evidence given to us by the police and decide if there is enough evidence to take a suspect to court. Before going to court, we make time to meet with the victims. We explain to them how important it is that they and their story are heard in the courtroom. It is an important moment for a victim to ask us questions and have us answer those questions. Once we have decided to go ahead with the case, the judicial process begins. The suspect is now the accused, and Canadian law requires the accused to be present in the court. After or in between, the accused may be detained or may be let out. If the accused is let out, there may be conditions imposed by the court, such as not to communicate with witnesses or victims, not to go near where they live or work or go to school, or even to surrender any weapons to the police, to name just a few examples. We, the prosecutor, the police, the CAVAC team, and the resource Côté Cour all work together, helping victims of domestic violence throughout the legal process. We pledge to listen to you and work with you to uphold the laws of Canada and make sure that justice is served.